Well, they dumped millions and millions of gallons of oil directly from pipeline spills. And then aside from that, they took what's called wastewater, which is what comes out of the ground with the oil and has to be separated out. You can't use it. You have to separate the marketable crude from the wastewater. And that's full of benzene and other cancer-causing substances. And they just dumped this scalding hot poison into rivers and streams that people relied on for their drinking water. And that was 16 billion gallons by their own admission over a 25-year period. You know, the height of this dumping, they were dumping 4 million gallons a day of this poisonous wastewater into rivers and streams that the Chief Criollo and his people and the other 4 indigenous groups in the area were drinking as their drinking water source. So, you know, it's not like people have faucets like we understand our lifestyles say here in the United States. They don't have faucets. And they don't have money to buy bottled water, okay? They have, for thousands of years, been able to drink the beautiful, sweet Agua Dulce, they call it, out of the rivers of the forest. And in a few short years, that became contaminated with oil and oil waste because Texaco decided to play God and dump as a way to save money, knowing people would drink this stuff and be exposed to cancer-causing substances, and ultimately many of them would die. You know, so can you imagine being a corporate executive making that decision up here in New York? That's where Texaco's headquarters were at the time, affecting thousands of indigenous people in the Amazon. I mean, and then you're not even held accountable. Or I should say, when you are held accountable, which is our case did to some degree, they, instead of paying the people they hurt, instead of complying with the court judgment, they spend massive sums of money on lawyers to attack the lawyers who held them accountable.